Okay, we're on page 210, taking care of red eye. Red eye typically occurs when you use a camera with a built-in flash. The light of the flash occurs too fast for the iris of the eye to close the pupil, revealing the blood-rich area alongside the iris. There are many cameras that come with features to help you avoid this phenomenon, and most professional photographers don't experience this, as they typically use a flash that is not directly positioned in front of the subject. Also, there is a solution that is built into Photoshop. So we're going to open 0702. Right here. And we're going to hold down on the spot healing brush tool and drag down to select the red eye tool. So as soon as it opens, hold down on the spot healing brush tool, the Band-Aid, somewhere. Oh, we're just going to say open image here. Spot healing brush tool, is that the one we want? Spot healing brush tool, yes. It says we're supposed to click and hold down the spot healing brush tool. And drag down to select the red eye. Oops. Right here's the red eye tool. Okay, and you can see the icon, there's an eyeball there with my pointer. Choose File, Save As. And we're going to save it as PS0702 work _ work. Click and drag, creating a marquee around the eye on the left side of the image. When you release the mouse, the red eye is removed. If you missed a section, you can repeat this without damaging the areas that are not part of the red eye. I'm going to zoom in. I'm at 33% here. I'm going to go to 100%. Okay, and I guess, oh wait, do I have the wrong one open? I think I have the wrong one open. File, open. Sorry about that. You probably know that already. This is the one we want to open. Okay, and you can see the red eye is right there. Let's do this again. I'm going to close this file. Okay, now I'm going to go File, Save As. Sorry about that. And I'm going to save this as 0702 _ work. And I'm going to replace it. Okay, and then it says to click and drag around the eye like this. Takes care of the red eye for the left eye. Now click and drag around the other eye to fix it. Easy peasy. Choose File, Save, and File, Close. We're all done with that one. Using the Camera Raw plugin. In this section, you'll discover how to open and make changes to a Camera Raw file. Camera Raw really deserves more than can be covered in this lesson, but this will give you an introduction and hopefully get you interested enough to investigate further on your own. So what is a Camera Raw file? It contains the unprocessed data from the image sensor of a digital camera. Essentially, it is a digital negative of your image. By working with a raw file, you have a greater control and flexibility while still maintaining the original image file. The raw format is proprietary and differs from one camera manufacturer to another, and sometimes even between cameras made by the same manufacturer. This differentiation can lead to many issues, mostly that you also need the camera's proprietary software to open the raw file, unless, of course, you're using Photoshop's CS6 Camera Raw plugin. The Camera Raw plugin supports more than 150 camera manufacturers and allows you to open other types of files into the Camera Raw plugin, including TIFFs and JPEGs. If you are not sure whether your camera is supported by the Camera Raw plugin, go to adobe.com, type in support Camera Raw cameras in the search field. So we're going to go to browse and we're going to open, we're going to navigate, okay, and we're going to open the 0703 CR2. Browse. Oh 0703 CR2. 70 right here, this one right here. And this is the Camera Raw plugin. Okay. If you attempt to open a RAW file that is not recognized by the Camera Raw plugin, you may need to update your plugin. Okay, but when the Camera Raw plugin opens, you see a control panel across the top, as well as additional tabbed panels on the right. See the table on page 213 for definitions of each button in the control panel. So everything here is on page 213 in your book if you're curious. Before starting, have a look at the panels on the right and learn a bit more about how they're used over here. So a shadow clipping warning button, that's A is right here. B is the histogram. That's this. C is highlight clipping warning button right over here. D is the info, of course. Here's that. E is the basic panel, and then let's see. Right here are all the definitions of all of the next ones, all the way over to N, which is snapshots. And you can read the definitions on your own there on page 214. Page 215, using Camera Raw controls. Make sure that the Camera Raw image is back to its original setting by holding down the Alt and then clicking Reset, located in the bottom right corner. We haven't done anything to it, so we just are here. So unless, I don't think it told us to just click Open. So the first thing you're going to do with the image is balance the color. You can do this with the white balance controls. In this instance, you'll keep it simple by selecting the white balance tool from the control panel. A good neutral to balance from is the light gray section of the name tag. With the white balance tool selected, click on the white part of the name tag. The image is balanced using the section of the image as a reference. So I guess I'm going to click Open Image here. And then I'm just going to do what it says in number 1. Make sure that the camera image is back to its original settings by holding down the Alt key and clicking Reset, located in the bottom right corner. Alt. Well, I am not seeing that anywhere, so we're just going to go with it. You can do this with the white balance controls. Okay, maybe we do need to have that open. So let's see, let's go to Window. We need to open the Camera Raw. I guess I'm not finding it right off the top of my head here. So, oh, maybe extensions? No. Okay, I'm going to close the file and just open it again. No. File. Open. Okay. The lower right corner. Oh, right here. Hold down the Alt key and then it becomes reset. All right, there we go. So we're going to do the white balance controls. White balance tool from the control panel. And that's right here, I think. Yep, we're going to click that. And then we're going to click the name badge. You'll now adjust some of the other settings available in the Basic tab to make the image more colorful while still maintaining good color balance. The image looks a bit underexposed. The girl's face is somewhat dark. You'll bring out more detail in the girl's face by increasing the exposure and then bringing down the highlights to recover some of the image detail. Click on the exposure slider and drag to the left until you reach the 80+ mark, or type in 80 in the exposure text field. So here's exposure. I'm going to just type in 80. That's the easiest way to do it. And then contrast, type in 32. Oh. I'm going to do Control Z to undo. Let's see, what did I do? We'll just click on the slider, I guess. Exposure, drag to the left. Until you reach the 80+ mark. I don't know why it's... Anyway, I guess we'll just go here. Click on the contrast slider in the Basic tab. All right, where's the Basic tab? Oh, here's the Basic right here. We are in Basic. Well, we're supposed to drag exposure to the left. We'll do that. And we're going to drag contrast to the right. And recover some of the lost highlights by clicking and dragging the highlight slider left. Okay, this is not... Let's click default to put everything back. White balance tool. A good neutral balance. Click on the white part of the name tag. The image is balanced using that section of the image as a reference. And we know it's balanced when we click. Okay, but it's not doing it. There we go. Oh, nope, it's still not. Control Z. White balance tool. Maybe it's Control click, Shift click. And there, now it's balanced, it looks like. We'll just try that, I guess. And now let's try to do the exposure. It's still not the right amounts. I'm going to do auto. We don't want that. Let's do default. The image is balanced. Clear samples. Well, we need to brighten her face, so we're going to just change the exposure to brighten it. I'm going to the right. Contrast, that one was supposed to go to the right, but we'll try left. Seems like it's opposite for us. Okay, and then the shadow or the highlights we'll drag to the right also. Increase the contrast in the image by clicking and dragging the contrast slider to the right. Vibrant slider right here. Oh wow, that's really cool. Really brightens the colors. And then crop and click and drag an area that is a little closer to the girl's face. So right here is crop. And we're just I'm gonna do this. Click and drag just sort of right to here. Double click to select it. And now we're going to click on the presets tab. In the lower right corner of the presets panel. Well, I don't see where that's at either. If you guys find these things that apparently I am not able to find, I'll give you extra credit. Just included in the comment area of this assignment, and now it's reset. Mine's all messed up. Anyway, I'll just keep reading here. It says you're supposed to click on the presets tab, save the presets, type the name in, Canon Outdoor, and press OK. Keep the camera raw plugin window open for the next step. So I guess I'm just gonna right now try to adjust this. It seems like there's some kind of a setting possibly that image settings. Let's do camera raw settings. No. Oh, here's the presets. Oh, we don't want that. Control Z. Anyway, I guess I'll just try to get it a little bit. Vibrance, and then I'm gonna, want to go the other way with that. And then I'm going to crop and double click. And then the presets, and we're at in the presets panel. Save the preset in the lower right corner. Right here. Yep, and we're going to name it Canon _ outdoor, and then click OK. Okay, and then saving as a DNG file. Next, you'll save your image as a DNG file. It's essentially a digital negative file that maintains all the corrections you've made in addition to the original unprocessed raw image. As mentioned previously, camera vendors have their own proprietary RAW formats. The DNG format was developed to provide a standard maximum resolution format that all camera vendors would eventually support directly in their cameras. So we're going to press the Save Image file in the lower left corner, right here. Leave the destination set to save in the same location, and then click on the arrow to the right of the second drop-down menu. In the file naming section, and choose 2-digit serial number. This will automatically number your files starting with an original document name followed by 01. Press save and you return to the Camera Raw dialog box. This is kind of advanced features. I don't know that we'll ever use them in this class, but maybe good to know. Click the Open Image button. Right here is Open Image. The adjusted and cropped image is opened in Photoshop, and you can continue working on this file. If you save the file now, you'll see the standard Photoshop Save As dialog box. Note that whatever you save is a copy of the original Camera Raw file. Your DNG file remains intact. So let's go File, Save. Let's name it PS0703 underscore work, even though they don't tell us to do that. Go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna close this. And I'm going to go to File, Browse, and Bridge. And we're going to double click. Actually, there should be one that the computer made, 070301. Do we have that? Yes, right here. This is the one. Okay, so forget about the work file. Double click that one. It names it automatically for us. And congratulations, you've completed the lesson.